Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down now, it's James. Gets around him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led by their veteran quarterback. He's been in the league for a while, since 2005, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And I think by now, we know what we're going to get with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Veteran savvy, a ton of know-how, and the enthusiasm for playing and teaching the game, almost second to none. But he also has a bit of a tendency to be a loose cannon with the football. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it costs his team, but never a dull moment when he's on the field. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hello.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. The 40. The 20.
One play at a time.
10.
Here we go.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I
defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Warum? Ah, stimmt. Machen wir gleich.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This one. Hast du geschrieben, irgendwas mit den Videos? Nein. Nein.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Nee.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Yeah, we'll see with his offense. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the
and touchdown. Edgerrin James, 79 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Brady's going to look to throw. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Eluding. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well.
Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a draw play. It's Okoye. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. On second down, it's Gibson, and he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now. And a loose football. It's going the other way. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had it bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brady now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's McBride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage. The 15, it's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now Fitzpatrick. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dylan Cantrell there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Okoye.
Oh, some strong running. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now Fitzpatrick. Got McKissick. And he will get out of bounds as that stops the clock on a big gainer up close to midfield. Clock management definitely critical. Here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They run it with James. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Okoye. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian Okoye taking it in from 2 yards out. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That makes no sense. You got to understand your situations. You're in a goal-to-go situation, and instead you're dancing around, and instead of staying at least where you were, you end up losing yards for your team.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll run now with Okoye. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
The offense getting set, 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Brady. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian Okoye taking it in from a yard out. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Here's Okoye. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Now a play fake. Brady rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they bring out their punter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.